I'd like to talk about your blog, and if you don't know,
Sure.
you Sam Sommers has a blog on Psychology Today. It's a very fun, engaging read, and it's about things you see every day.
Yes, yes, it's fun. It's a different kind of writing than I usually do. Well, it's more similar to this kind of writing, the book kind of writing, but most of the writing that we do as academics, at least in my field, is articles for journals.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
very technical.
Yeah, technical and data-based, and I talk about data in the blog and in the book too, but it's a different, the precision of scientific writing is something that is fine and I work well within, but it's nice to do some other things too.
Or blog posts. That's something I know I, as a blogger, sometimes have problems with. What gives you ideas?
It's a good question. Ideally everything, but and so I have a draft message in my email outbox that's not addressed to anyone. It just sits there, which is ideas for the blog, and it's from watching TV to reading about a study in a journal to something funny that one of my kids says to, oh, that would be good, I can write about that sometime. Or it might not even be a topic for a blog post, it might be just like a line or an observation or something that I know at some point I can work into it. But I think if you're going to be able to do something like that, blogging or writing in general, it has to come from pretty much everywhere. You have to be able to at some level, see the ideas that you're interested in be applicable to a wide variety of different
so anything can be an inspiration, really.
I think that's the way it works for me, at least. Ironically, the harder you try to come up with an idea for something, the harder it becomes to do, right? I mean,
Yes.
Well, I've written the blog post in a while, I should really think of something, I'm going to spend an hour and come up with a topic. It almost never works. I almost never come up with anything at that point.
But if you decide to, I need to write a blog post, I'm going to go to the grocery store, I'm going to go do another errand and let my back burner work on it.
Some of it is just procrastination, but there were days in writing this book or writing the blog where it's like, I should be writing. I've got like 6 hours today, nothing but writing the book over the summer. I'm like, and you spend like 3 hours on MSNBC or CNN.com and looking at stuff and really just killing time at some level. But you find things in surprising location.
When you have a book or you have a lecture, you have an audience right there, and or you have an editor reading over your stuff. Is it harder to edit yourself when you're on a blog?
You have to realize that it won't be, right, and that at some level, if you're trying to reach a large group of people, one way to do that is sometimes to piss people off.
That's true.
I'm not suggesting that's necessarily, again, that's something that maybe is best accomplished less intentionally sometimes too, as opposed to trying too hard to do it. But I think I've learned now from writing that blog for several years from now, getting emails from people who've read this book who both really like it and really don't like it, that reaction of any kind at some level is what you're hoping for, and you can only do the best. You can write this blog or this book the way that you would like it to be, and you're not going to obviously make everybody happy. And so I understand what you're saying, because with a book you can go back over and over and over again. With the blog, you post it, it's up there,
and it's on the internet. It's live.
That's part of the appeal of the blog, I think.
It is fun. It makes it more exciting.